we have a
Thank
very
you.
special guest. Somebody who has been known for multiple things. She is known for her personal talent as a writer, somebody who has been writing some amazing poems, something who has created some very, very beautiful, meaningful content. She is also equally capable in terms of academics, having an IM background, working in the banking sector, doing some amazing work over there, but somehow still able to manage the personal and the professional part of it. So this multifaceted personality is here today with us, and also, something good is that she's also publishing her second book. Pankhuri, thank you so much for taking out time and joining me for this conversation today.
Thank you so much, Charadat. It's a pleasure to be here and be in front of everyone talking to you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
So, you are at your hometown. So, let me start by understanding what has been your journey so far.
Yes, I'm at my hometown. It's a small town in Bihar. I don't think many people would know about it. It's called Khagaria. It's a small town in Bihar, and here is where my journey started. So I did my schooling here in Kendriya Vidyalaya, and being from a small town and then journey being in Mumbai from for last 10 years, yes, it has been a roller coaster journey in my life, and also it has been a lots of learnings and lots of meeting amazing people in between this, and it has been a great journey. So yes, and I'm enjoying the time here.
Great. So, how do you really balance the professional part and the personal creative side?
So I would say from my childhood, I was a little unconventional child, and I would love reading stories. I was active in all the extracurricular activities beside my academics. So whether it is sports, whether it is dance, whether it is drama, and a lot of activities. Yes, so that's how I would call myself a creative person from childhood. But definitely academics is a part that we should never miss out on. It definitely helps us go long ahead in the journey. So that was great, that helped me a lot. And yeah, so from there, let me just quickly brief that yes, from school I did my BBA from Patna Women's College in Patna. And I'm a little unconventional route of taking commerce and not doing the typical engineering that everyone goes for, which would cause a lot of problems and lot of surprises in the family and friends that, oh my God, why not engineering? But I knew that my heart is not there. So yes, I did BBA from IM Kashipur, and finally, eventually, I cracked CAT. So I got into IIM Kashipur. I completed my MBA from IIM Kashipur, and by luck, I got my campus placement into RBL Bank. That was my first bank, and that's how I came into the corporate Mumbai and into banking payments industry. It was a great learning opportunity as well. So now it has been almost 10 years into payments industry, working with banks, and yeah, in financial industry. So it has been a long journey, but it has been quite fulfilling and quite nice as well.
Okay. I've also seen a picture from a particular movie as well, right? So, how did that thing happen?
Yes. So in between working, I started writing. I kind of felt that while working and while in the hustle of achieving something or doing what social standards or family responsibilities are there that you have to fulfill. In between all of these, we forget what we love, what we used to love as a child, what is our dreams and where our heart is. So that's how I started writing stories, and I wrote my first book, Moments. It's a collection of 42 short stories, and it is inspired from my own feelings and memories that I was missing, and things that I realized that when you are all alone out of your hometown for 15, 18 years, and you're living your life alone, you realize a lot of things, and you miss the small moments and memories of childhood, of being with friends, and that innocence that we sometimes lose. Being a creative person, that is what I wanted to keep alive within myself, and thus now I published my second book is, yes, almost getting launched now. So with changing times and being a very management logical planning person, we have to be where our audience are. So I'm now writing web series and movie series. So that's how I went to set of a movie and wanted to learn more about writing direction and how real life, how it works out in reality, because after all, learning in books and having a practical experience is two different things. And
Yes.
since most of the IAS are from Bihar, so they kind of in barter deal they made me work. So that's how that happened. But yeah, bringing management lessons into creativity, that's a good thing.
That's amazing, but it's a very difficult thing. To payment industry itself is a highly demanding, highly competitive industry, and it takes a lot of
Yes,
toll on you, right? Because it's something that you
true.
always need to be on the toes, looking at what things are happening around you. It's great from a management perspective because that brings in a lot of experience. It enriches you, but at the same time, it's demanding. So, is there some point in time struggle between creative side and the whole management side?
Yeah, it's a constant struggle, I would say. When you are after a long tiring day and we have done and we come back from office, definitely you are not in the position to write or create something, because it needs a peace of mind, it needs its own time. Though we get weekends free, but still, yes, it is a constant struggle. I always feel that, oh my god, am I doing so less in my life, should I be doing more? But then I think, okay, it's fine. So I try to balance out times. Like, we know ki, okay, weekends are free, so how do we really do the time management? I think time management is a key. Though it's a struggle, obviously, because you're juggling between two different boards is definitely a not an easy task, I would say. For everyone, even if I'm doing creative things, I think people who have to manage their kids back at home, people who have to do something else, they would also be feeling this pressure, and this pressure is really too much. So we should take care of our mental health also and should not get pressurized by it. So what I personally feel ki, look, this is what I am doing to give me peace and give me happiness, so I should not force myself to an extent that I don't feel happy and I start feeling pressurized and stressed by it. So the idea is to take it slow, take it only till the level where you feel that, okay, this is where you are happy with it, and you don't have to be bounded by the society's norms that, okay, every day you have to put 2 hours in writing, every day you have to put this much of time. If I start doing it that way, I think it would be more stressful. So I take it slow. Whenever you feel that, yeah, you are ready, you are the heart is there, and you should be writing, then I go for it. So I think that journey is going a little slow, but yeah, it's going in the right direction. Till the time we are moving in the right direction, it's all okay. Ultimately, the tortoise wins in the race, not the rabbit. So people should not take stress and just keep working in the right direction. I think that's the key.
Totally agree. The other part, which is that I would like to also understand, is particularly for people who come from smaller villages, right, or from smaller
Yeah.
cities. Somebody like me, who comes from uh, a very pretty small place to this pretty town. Sometimes Mumbai can become a little scary,
Yeah, I know.
right? So the
Yeah.
things are there. There quite a few times, even smallest other things like the tone that we carry, the accent that we carry, the normal feelings that we carry, the way we are grown up, right? Certain things which are absolutely normal for us, people feel it very different, right? So, what would be your advice to people who are coming in for coping up?
I would say that I personally have felt that most of the people are hesitant to speak up because they feel that they lack in the communication skills. I would say language is no barrier, and most of the people feel very hesitant that they cannot speak good English or some things like that. So I would say that language is not really a barrier, since you have decided to jump into it. Like, go with whole heart, be prepared for it. Obviously the life will be different. Whenever we move to a new place, there is a change and we have to adapt to the change. We all need to learn and grow with the changing times. It's the time of technology. There are so many preparations that we can do well in advance. We can research out a little bit. We can take and one thing I would like to definitely tell people that, let's collaborate. People are so much into competition. Please go out and seek help. And if you Mumbai works at 2x speed, but if you will go out and ask for help, people are always there and ready to help you out. That's the beauty of the city. At least in Mumbai, I can tell you, it's never that people will say no to help you out. But be confident. Have confidence in yourself, first of all, in what skill set that you possess, and obviously work a little bit on social etiquettes and communication skill sets. There are so many classes that people can take about it. I mean, online classes, you don't really have to go anywhere. Just 10 days of communication classes, 10 days classes of social etiquettes and how to actually behave in certain places. I feel that's definitely required. People, when they come from small town, they really get little confused about how to talk to people. And then some people are, talking in jazz English, and they are at different places, and they suddenly get so overwhelmed with everything that whatever confidence is there in them, that kind of goes for a toss. And they totally start feeling lost, that, oh, how can I actually mingle with this set of people? Whereas in reality is nothing like that. You really just come and chill. It's totally fine, just having that confidence. And definitely some classes and some preparations would boost that confidence. After all, learning and academics is for that. And believing in yourself and your skill sets that you really have. So yes, I that would be my saying to people coming to a bigger town. And the world is opening up, so we have to move, definitely.
Yes, that's the next frontier. It's not just about moving to a bigger town. The world is opening up, and you need to be prepared for that particular part compared to just
Yeah.
being here.
Yeah,
That's
a few years ago, people used to say Indian people, when they go abroad, how they behave and all. So even when we are going outside, I mean, if we should also be mindful, and we should also be, open to learning, growing, and adapting. So that's the key change. We all should be ready for the change and grow with it.
completely agree. So I'm coming to a very special topic, which is about your second book. So what this book is all about?
It's also a collection. It's about the journey of life, and it's a collection of poem. And but in depicted it depicts a journey of life, how you come up, how you grow in life, how do you meet some people in life, some special people in your life, and then sometimes you further drift apart. It's not necessarily that things could end up well in life, but that doesn't mean we have to be disappointed with life, or take stress of it. After all, everyone has their own journey, so we should continue with it. And in meanwhile, whatever good people we are meeting, we should be thankful to them. And whatever bad experiences we are having, we should just take it as the learning and forget it and move on. So yeah, that's the crux of the book.
That's so beautiful. But
Thank
to
you.
be very honest, it's not that really simple, right?
Yeah, it's not really that simple, because after all, we are emotional people. We do get hurt. We do get happy. Especially when we get hurt, we do get hurt. We do get lonely. We do feel alone, and we do get sad, depressed. These things, these emotions are coming up. Yes, so it's really not easy, but we should strive for the best.
That's the most important thing. What I really like about the fact and what you are proposing right now is that there would be different circumstances. Like there would be some heartbreaks, there would be some beautiful moments, but we all need to go through and still move on. I think taking the things to the next level, hoping that the next thing that's going to happen around the corner could be beautiful compared to what has already happened, is probably the way forward for us. That's an amazing thought. I'm sure I'm going to share the link here for people to go and read this, because I've seen what she writes, and I'm pretty sure that everyone is going to be equally
Thank you
impressed
so
with what
much.
is happening. One
Thank you
question:
so much. Sure.
what is your personal way for balancing that professional? You wrote about managing and going slow. You spoke about going a little slow on the writing part, taking it at happens, right? But still, at some point in time, right, this professional journey that you have seen, the banking and all this particular part, the payment industry, the fintech industry that you're talking about, is going through a very
Yeah.
rapid change, correct? Which itself
Yeah.
is highly demanding. So,
Yes.
how do you manage that coping up part with that industry and then the writing bit?
Yeah, so payment industry, especially thankfully, India's fintech and payment industry is really one of the leading industries in the world. We are doing a lot of innovations, and we are doing a lot of bringing in a lot of creative solutions, I would say. uh, we are, and also we have to cater to 1.5 billion people, so many people, so many rapid transactions happening at such a lightning speed. So that's really challenging. UPI has made a great difference into the life of everyone in every corner of the country, definitely. So in this fast pace, we have to manage the we have to manage the rules, regulations from RBI, from government, as well as we have to also look at the convenience of the customers. So we are always playing into that right, balance, figuring out that balance, because my role is to actually manage the portfolio of credit card, which is one of the challenge currently in my current role at IndusInd Bank. I manage a credit card portfolio for IndusInd Bank. So finding that balance of managing, following, and frauds are happening at such a rapid pace. So finding that balance of exact customer convenience and the times that customer wants, as well as catering to all the other needs as well, ensuring still that we are doing good business. That is a little trickier part, but but I think time management and long term planning is a key. We should not look anything with a very short term focus thing. There is always a short term approach, long term approach. We should I mean, in work also, we always have plan A, plan B ready. Obviously there should be a fallback plan. I mean, that's what we have learned in IIM also. So putting the best use of time management and planning and strategies, that is there. And weekdays, I'm not a very early riser, that before office I could, because creativity needs a little bit of free mind, and you should we need, I personally feel that need to be away from the stress of everything else to really come up with new creative ideas. And that is true for the office work, all official strategies also. When we are thinking of some new creative solutions to give to our customers, obviously we should not be we should be a little in free mind. If we are very stressed, then it's really difficult to come up with some innovative solutions or strategies. So keeping, I do here, I would like to just mention it, that I do yoga and meditation. So meditation and yoga does help me, I would say. Obviously, maybe I wouldn't say that every day I practice it for so much of great amount of time. No, nothing like that. But yes, taking care of self definitely helps. In midst of all the pressure, we should not forget that it's we who are actually doing all this work. So we should take care of ourselves. We should definitely take care of our mental health. How everything, I mean, after COVID, even we are seeing so many cases of people falling sick. So that's not a great thing. But yeah, so we should definitely take care of our food habits. We should take care of how of our traveling time, and so many things has to be managed in Mumbai being such a fast paced city. You have to manage even your travel time. You have to think before where you have to go, how much time it will take, which mode of transportation you have to take. So too many things to plan. But I think planning definitely helps. Besides that, I do plan my time. So like I'm at home, and so I kind of took up a small work of writing something. So I thought, yes, I'm at home, I'm on a break, I can quickly do out some of the work. So that's how. And then weekends I plan ki, okay, every Saturday I keep, because thankfully I have Saturday Sunday off, so every Saturday I keep for writing at least 3 hours, 4 hours, for for the creative works, that things that I do. So yeah, it's really a difficult, it's not easy, I wouldn't say. At the same time, it's not that difficult maybe, but yes, we have to find that fine line of everything. Everything too much becomes sometimes too much. So yeah, not taking too much of stress, but planning definitely helps. Planning should be done, and that actually helps to manage stress also, because okay, there is a plan in place. That kind of gives a lot of peace of mind, that yes, there is a plan in place. It's okay if plan A doesn't work out, there is a plan B also. Sometimes plan B also doesn't work out, but you are not that stressed, because okay, we'll make a plan C. So that's fine.
True.
So yeah, that's how I think I keep it going. There is always a plan, we'll make a plan.
That's so beautiful. Thank you so much, Pankuri, for these amazing insights. I'm absolutely confident that the second book is also going to be a huge success, and everyone who is listening to this interview would like to look at the feelings that she has shared in terms of this book and would get inspired by looking at the next destination always and always moving forward. Thank you so much, Pankuri.
Thank you so much. And yeah, and lastly, I would just say we all should come together, collaborate, and create, and just not get stuck into the competition, because world is vast. There is a lot of opportunities. So just let's come together, collaborate, and create. And yes, it's going to be an amazing journey ahead for all of us. Thank you so much.